In a world where pro wrestling is everything, step into the ring with Invincible Fight Girls. It's showtime.
Kalika and welcome back for another episode from the Critics Collective. I am the Dad Panther, variety streamer, content creator, master of none. I'm also Mr. Showtime, the whole freaking show. But what I will say right now is I'm gonna challenge you to just think for a moment. Think for a moment. I'm not gonna play the hill like I normally do, like Mr. Showtime does so well. I will say, what do these names have in common? Bailey, Victoria, Lita, Natalia, Mickey James, Gail Kim, what do these names have in common? Yes, they're beautiful. Yes, they're strong. Yes, they have a technical ability to themselves to wow the audience around the world. But I will say they have heart. They have heart. They have that gumption to just keep on going and be the best they can be, even if they're a bad guy. I realize some of them are bad guys, but they try to be the best bad guy they can be. And without that, we wouldn't be where we are. Almost 10,000 subscribers. Hit the subscribe button, like, and comment for more. Check us out for 3 minutes just to let us know what you're watching or what we should be watching. Now, for this one, we're going to review Invincible Fight Girl. Go check the review for Invincible. That's on Amazon Prime. Do not confuse it with this one. This is on the HBO Max. This is on Max. This is on HBO Max, Max HBO, HBO Home Blockbuster Box Office. They keep changing their name, so I don't know what they're going to call themselves by the time this video comes out. Now, this came out in 2024. This is a series that is 10 episodes, about 30 minutes each. Typical anime timeline. I mean, but let's go into the first impression. First impression, I'm looking for wrestling stuff. There are more times than not where I look for I just type in the word wrestling and I see what they give me, what the algorithm gets me. Now, for this one, this is part of my late night ritual. So at night, most times, 9 times out of 10, well, there's 7 days a week. So we'll say this: 6 out of 7 days of the week, the Dad Panther likes to sit down with some ice cream or some cereal, and he'll watch with the West Wing, or he'll watch episodes of Friends or Living Single. He'll watch anime. Yeah, I like to kind of chill. That's my time to kind of feel like it's Saturday morning cartoon every day of the week. So I saw this. I'm like, you know what? Let's add this right there along with Bob's Burger. So my first impressions was it's an anime. It looks clean. It looks like it has nods to the 90s, but the sharp jaggedness of it, I thought was aggressive. And I'm like, you got this girl here with her hair puffed out. She looks like she's African American or Hispanic. You see an older woman in the background. Looks like a dude who looks like a robot, but I don't think he's a robot. Looks like a guy that moisturizes himself well. Then another guy looks like, he looks like a douche, but it looks like a douche who, works out. I don't know, but I don't want to judge the guy, but point blank, there was things going on that made me say, Now, IMDB says Andy, a young girl who dreams of becoming the greatest professional wrestler of all time. That is awesome. And it does that. Now, when you start watching this, I'm going to go into my highs and lows. The lows for it, the ending. I don't think the ending was good for me, but I heard they renewed for a second season. Adult Swim working with HBO, they're going to do a second season. If they're going to do a second season, then the ending isn't as bad. But if that's it, because some of these shows just they don't. If that's it, it really hurts what they built up on this. Now, the good stuff, the animation. Oh my gosh, the animation is so clean in this. The fighting scenes, the wrestling, the fact that they don't necessarily go over gimmicks, and they don't go so hard to like tell you behind the scenes of wrestling. They keep it as the kayfabe. They're like, hey, heels, good guys, bad guys. I want to be a wrestler. I want to get into this. I thought they did a great job. Again, the animation, the team that she picks up. Yes, though it feels like a typical anime, there's nothing wrong with that. When you watch One Piece, when you watch Naruto, when you watch My Hero, you see them collectively pick up their team throughout the episode. And there's nothing wrong with this. They do some interesting ways of how they put it together. Some of them are stereotypes in wrestling and tropes, but not in a bad way, not in a goofy Disney Mickey Mouse kind of way. If you're curious about that, go check out what we did for the Goofy series, and maybe you'll know what I'm talking about with that one. Now, for another good thing I liked about this was the cast. The cast are voiced that, like similar to Bob's Burger, you're going to hear a voice and say, I think I know who that is. That's the guy who played the villain. I got friends on the other side. And Princess and the Frog, which is a great Disney movie. It's the last Disney movie they did where they did the old school animation before CG took over everything. Go check that out. I might review it. Go check out Mulan, 1998. Go check that out. We sometimes do some old school stuff. Go help yourself in the collection. Now, the other good thing I would say about this is they took the power scale, which is so hard to do in anime, because whether you use trading cards or mystical or demonic or vampires or dragon fruit or devil fruit, actually, all these other things are just ways to insert a power level, solo leveling. Go check out that review that we did for that one. And if you don't get that right, in this universe you create, One Punch Man is a good one, Chainsaw Man. Like, if you don't get this right, Sakamoto, if you don't get this right, it messes up the feel of the rest of the series, regardless what else is going on. And I think they do a really good job of merging together their power system with wrestling. And it's really cool because they'll merge in, I'm not going to spoil anything, but they'll merge something with this, and you're like, that's technical wrestling. They'll merge something like this, okay, speed and agility and high flying and luchador. Like, you'll see all these elements. You're like, oh, I see what they did here. They converted this for this. So I think it's cool. It would be a cool video game, to be honest. It'd be a pretty cool video game to create a character, go in there and do that, maybe RPG style, action RPG, but it would be pretty cool. Point Blank, Dad approves. With that being said, it's one of those ratings where you know what's going to happen. You know what is going to happen. We rate here from a 0 to a 5, 5 being excellent, 0 being horrible. This is very simple, in my opinion, to kind of come up with and say. But before that, shameless plug, check us out for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of your time. Just 3 minutes of your time. Like 10 cents could feed each person. No, it point blank, 3 minutes of your time would let the algorithm know you're checking us out. Also let us know, because you'll give us feedback. You'll tell us in the comment how you felt. Hey, did you like that rating? Did you like that review? What are you watching, or what we should be watching? So hit the subscribe button for more. Now, my rating on this is a 5. It's a mother loving 5. I know we did solo leveling as a 5. I'm going to put this a 5 and recommend it because, much like solo leveling, it does its own thing. It makes anime fun. It's a fun, engaging story. It's not, I don't think it's made for me, a grown ass person sitting there watching this, but my daughter watched it and she thought it was cool. She also likes Skeleton Crew, which is on Disney Plus. It's kind of like Goonies, kind of like Space. Check a review for that. But it was cool. I liked it, and I'm excited for the next season. Again, even though it's not for me, I'm sure it's made for kids or people, fans who are of anime. I think you'll enjoy this. Similar to, well, it's different. Jurassic Park. There's 2 shows on Netflix for Jurassic Park. I can't think of the names, but those have a lot of seasons, like 5 seasons plus, maybe. Check those out. I might review it, but I'm babbling. You could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to be here. Until next time, a lick a low, and as always, hit my music.